So we need them to understand very well that they can't go putting an offer in on a house if we don't have their pre-approval. And
Right.
just remember when you're doing this, people don't know that and they don't understand it. Like they don't come to us going, oh, yep, I know I need to go to a lender. They come to us not knowing that they need to go to a lender. So we need to make sure that we are educating them, and also not just educating them, but we have to educate them on the importance and how heavy of an importance there is on making sure that we have that approval. So have you ever tried to get, I always use children, have you ever tried to get the kids excited for something that they're maybe not excited for? Like when they're little, you're like, let's go clean your room. It will be so fun. Let's go in and we're going to clean up the toys and it's going to be so awesome, right? Like we get that, we try to get them excited over something that's not exciting. That can be transferred into getting them excited to get their approval done. That's awesome. We should go look at houses. Like, after you talk through all the points of what it is that they're looking for, then you get to the all important question. So have you spoken with a lender, or do you have someone that you like to work with? I usually ask them that. Do you have a lender that you prefer or someone that you like to work with? And then if they say, no, I don't, then the conversation goes, I have this awesome lender. She's so fast. We can have your approval done today. All I have to do, I can send you this, the app. So this is the process that I use, right? I'm like, okay, I'm going to text you a link to the app, download the app. It's really easy to fill out the information on the app. Let me know when you've submitted it. And then I will check with the lender. I'll let touch base to have her get it done real quick. And then we will go ahead and move forward. We can get your approval. Then we know what your budget is, what you should look at, like all that good stuff, right? Just flopping back and forth. So I'm gonna mute you just for a sec, Colleen, because the screen keeps flipping everywhere. It's gonna drive people crazy. Okay, so we want to, the first thing is, and get rid of that. So the first thing is we want to ask them the questions, right? We want to get to know them, what it is that they're actually looking for. Try to keep their conversation, guide their conversation, so that we don't end up in the too long of the divorce story, or too long of the I got kicked out of my house story, or whatever story it is in their life story that they have. Try to guide them by keeping on track, asking the questions about, bedrooms, bathrooms, areas, why are they moving, what's going on in their life, that sort of thing, okay? So as soon as we ask the questions and get to understand what it is that they're looking for, then we're gonna say, okay, we need to know what your budget is, right? We need to know exactly how much we can look for, not just what you qualify for, or not just the payment that you want, but we need to check your qualification and educate them. This is based on your debt to income ratio. So we need to make sure we get this done quickly. And then, then you also ask, is there a lender that you're working with? Now, here's the key with getting people to a lender. It needs to be easy. People don't like things that are hard, right? So it needs to be easy to get to the lender. So how not to do it? We don't want to say, here's my lender's phone number. Call the lender. Never, ever, ever do you say that, okay? Because they're not going to do it. It's not easy enough. What you want to say is, here's the link to do the application. Here's the app to do the application. And then follow it up with the question. Let me know when you're done. That is like the magic, and I'll tell you why. Okay, let me know when you're done. The reason why this is like a magic phrase is because it gives you a reason to follow up with them. Number one, it's an action item. Now they have something to do, and they have someone that they have to report back to when they get it done, just like the children. So then that gets them doing it faster, and it gives you a reason, again, to call them back without being creepy weird. Because if you just say, here's the phone number, do your application, you have not given yourself a segue to give them a call back, right? So this is your segue to call them back. And it's also here's the stuff, right? I never even asked, do you have time to do it today? I just say to them, I assume, you've got time to do this today. You want to look for a house? You have time to do this today. So here, I don't say that, but you get where I'm coming from, right? So here's the link, here's the app, get it filled out. I'll contact the lender, let me know as soon as you have it filled out. We'll make sure that we get your approval done. We'll know by tomorrow. Then we can go shopping. It will be so fun to go shopping. I do use that all the time. Like, it is fun to go shopping. Let's find out what we're shopping for. Easy. It is very hard for them to say no to that. Every once in a while, you're going to get somebody who is stubborn as heck. And they're just like, nope, I don't want to. And at that point, you make the call. You're like, okay. But if you find a pattern, that happens maybe once in a great moon. It's not very often that you get someone so stubborn that they refuse to go do the application and they don't want to get pre-approved. It's not very common. So if you are seeing a pattern in people who are starting to look for houses, wanting to submit offers, and you don't have their approval letters yet, that's a good indicator that you have got to be a little bit more upfront and push a little bit harder at the beginning.